Alrighty, so here's some progress on the Big Block LPE. So, what you can see here on the little kind of dash lines is that is where the cylinder will be moving up and down. The piston has gotten a little bit, I would say a lot bigger actually, just so there's not any piston wobble when we're at like fully bottom dead center, which is pretty good. So what I can do now is showcase it kind of spinning. But you can kind of see right there that con rod still has enough room. I'm pretty sure it's very close, but pretty sweet. And it just has enough room right up there. A little bit of an air gap there, so pretty sure. Pretty cool though. And it looks like the con rod is not messing up the piston at all, like it's not whacking it on those corners, I don't think. But pretty sweet. So you would just take your like 1 or 2 O-rings and you'd stick it in those top grooves there and you'd have actual compression for it. So once the air pushes it right about now, it would push it down, having quite a bit of power here. It'd still have power going, and then it would finally stop right around here. But to give you an idea, this is a 3-stud stroke. So this Etz, or Lego little Etz, to this Etz is basically 3 studs. Which is pretty sweet. This con rod length, to give you an idea, let's see, where did it go? There it is. Okay, so what I can check, if I go there to there, that's about 50 millimeters, which is a lot bigger than the Lego one, the little crankshaft or their con rod. Yeah, so pretty sweet. That thing is gonna be pretty big. And I was kind of thinking of doing a like a slider piece here or something, or can't remember what the other thing is, but it's basically the con rod is straight up and down, and there's like the square piece that comes around and does that jazz. I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, I just thought it'd be easier to just do one long con rod. And I don't think it'd be possible to make it in Lego because it's pretty like tight tolerance that I wanted. So I'm just gonna be printing that off, so that's fine. But pretty good though. I'm kind of basing this off a 12 valve Cummins engine, which you can see this is kind of the inspiration of the little kind of covers up here. Just thought that would add a little bit more, and I think it does. It adds, I think, a lot, especially the flared out little nuts on the top that don't do anything. They're actually just they're going to be printed with this cover, so it won't actually turn or do anything. It just looks cool and decorative. But you can kind of see, this is pretty cool. You can see all the little grooves and stuff, how like this piece works. That's how the little head is connected to the block, these little grooves and such. You can see where the piston would go in all of them. I still need to mess around with the mounting holes, but that won't be that much of a challenge. I just haven't you know, messed with it, but that's because I'm not sure how I would like to mount this. Maybe like a couple holes like up here, and maybe make the block a little longer, or like a circle piece on the bottom here, so you could fit a flywheel and then kind of have a cover around it, kind of like this picture here, where you can see this little metal piece sticking out of it, and that's where your flywheel would go. That's what I'm thinking of adding, like over here, so you can add other mounting holes like on the side of it. So pretty cool though. I'm pretty happy with this. I think it's gonna be pretty cool once it's actually running and stuff. So yeah.